Hello people of YouTube again. I just watched a video that I've just put on my main page now, and it's really, the sentiment is basically people together, making our world, a better place for as many people as possible. We can't save everybody, alright, but we need to do better than we've been doing. It's, no longer a time for us to be just sitting down and watching TV, including YouTube TV. It's time to make a stand on some level. But too many people regard taking a stand on something as being an aggressive, violent thing, a non-peaceful thing. I think it's highly possible that we could do a Gandhi-esque type thing again, But I think something needs to be done, because the people who are in control of the distribution of food and money and all these things are quite out of control. Do you agree, people? If you agree, rate it 5 stars. If you don't agree, rate it 1 star. But I want to see, because not everybody comments on my videos, so if you could just vote on this one with the ratings. I'd like to check out how many ratings there are, and then just see what the stars look like then at the end. If you don't do it, you've basically ignored what I said about sitting down and watching TV. So that will, by not voting as well, it will just prove to me how apathetic human beings have become. It's almost like we all want the government to just look after us. Yet, we all know in our hearts and souls that the government and the governments of the world are not able to look after us. Because once somebody gets in power, they start to lose it, don't they? A little bit. I don't know why. Nobody knows why. But we need serious movement of change on this planet, or we're all going down. Now, this is the sort of stuff that I've been dreaming about as a kid, all the way up through my life. I've been telling people more verbally on a physical reality level than doing it on YouTube, because, as you all very well know, YouTube and my channel does not hit everybody. It doesn't get to everybody, I get to more people, and have got to more people in my life than I have on YouTube. But every little bit helps, is my point. So I'm on YouTube doing my little bit, Facebook doing my little bit, Blog TV on doing my little bit, and a couple of forum sites. And in real life, I never ignore people. Never. Always confront them. Always. Always. Believe it. And believe that I confront them with the best intentions of peace afterwards. Oh yeah. Most people find my behaviour and actions like literally amazing, because they just can't believe how, for a start, I can have the life that I have, and they can't believe how I can deal with people. I can deal with people very well. I suppose it's the being an entertainer as well, and not a famous entertainer. An entertainer that is entertaining, but isn't on a stage that is with a fence in front of it, not protected or anything. No. So if somebody didn't like something I said or sang, they could have easily grabbed me off the stage, thrown me into a wall. But that never happens, because people know what I'm like, There really needs to be more attention paid on the individual, each individual as yourselves. You each are individuals, and it's up to you. Nobody else is going to tell you what to do or get you to do this. You need to do it yourself. You need to decide, well, am I going to allow this world that has been going on for so long, because look at all the historical things we have, like it's still buried in archaeological sites, and then we've got buildings from all sorts of centuries still up, and we want all of that to basically be wiped off the planet now. Let's just start again, sounds like a born-again Christian ideal. You know, let's just start again. You know, God, let's not start again, please. We're so advanced, you know. Let's stay advanced. Let's even get more advanced. But we've got to get more advanced in the fact that we are human beings, and there is an internal, instinctive aggression in human beings. Because if you ever read anything by Helen Fisher, I think you should. We're not even going to get into Helen Fisher's point, but you know, we do have aggression as human beings in us. Everybody has it, on varying degrees. People who are not aggressive towards other people might be aggressive towards themselves. And so it's really important now I'm going to do many videos now on emotions, and trying to really get to the root of the problem. And the root problem for human beings is essentially bad system management, and you know, too many shadowed corners in the system where people are ripping people off, and have been doing so. Loopholes in the system, essentially, where people go in and abuse the system, and the laws are all set up so that these people can't actually be tried and fined. You know, they get away with it. Or if they do get fined $3 billion, that's from somebody who's already got $150 billion. So it makes no sense. People are walking around this planet these days thinking the whole thing makes no sense. It's all a disaster, you know, with the instability of God and Jesus and Allah and Muhammad not really being at the forefront of most people's minds now. Most people have been taught now for a long time to look after themselves. Yeah. You know, moving from a socialistic, communistic, once was world. In certain parts of the world they were communists and socialists, and in-betweens of those. And then, you know, essentially, I think, in my opinion, again, another video giving America crap, but I have to, I'm sorry, but I think Americans were one of the main pushers in let's stop communism. Because, I mean, most people who talk about commie bastards and stuff like that, it's all coming from American stuff, in my opinion. So please correct me if I'm wrong here, alright? But it is definitely my opinion. And I'm sorry, but the American way of life, for me, seems to be a disaster. A disaster in most states. A fucking disaster. You know, not having healthcare is the start of a disaster, you know? I mean, you can't let people's health deteriorate and then think that the rest of society is actually going to be healthy with so many sick in it, you know? Logical thinking. From an intelligent brain. You tell me whether I'm intelligent or not, or whether what I've just said there is complete bullshit. But I have to say, in my slight anger there, that of course it's not bullshit. Health is hugely important, and many of the awakened do realise that African babies have been fucked with. There's no other word. They've been fucked with. They were given powdered milk from Nestle, and this is a classic story from the 70s and the 80s, whenever it happened first, and they gave them the powdered milk and instead of the breast milk. So the mothers stopped feeding the babies breast milk, gave them the Nestle powdered milk. And well, there was I'm not even gonna. Will you just Google that story? Why don't you Google that story? Find that out yourselves, because I personally am not interested in going into the nitty gritty. I'm interested in the broad picture. The broad picture is we need a peaceful planet that is controlled by a system, yes, but not a system maybe of people that are in control all the time. Certainly a 4-year period such as a presidency, I think, is far too long in this world. 4 years to have all government policies in a left-wing direction, or 4 years in a right-wing direction. So suffering on this side as it's 4 years of right-wing, or if it's 4 years of left-wing, these people are suffering. It's a joke. That is badly done. And we are badly doing this plan at the moment. And actually, if you ask me, we're quite an embarrassment for the ancestors of planet Earth. I think we're an embarrassment for the ancestors of planet Earth. But let's reverse it and change it around.